Hey everyone, if you want to make your own podcast but you don't know where to begin, Spotify for Podcasters makes it super easy. They've got everything in one place, it's totally free, and you can make money while doing it. Here's how it works. Spotify for Podcasters lets you record and edit podcasts right from your phone or computer, so no matter what your setup is like, you can start doing it today. Then you can distribute your podcast to Spotify and pretty much everywhere else podcasts are heard. Video podcasts are also supported, and you can even conduct polls and Q&As. With Spotify for Podcasters, you can earn money in a variety of ways, including ads and podcast subscriptions. And best of all, the platform is totally free. No catch, totally free. When I wanted to start my own podcast, I did not know where to begin, and I didn't think it was even possible. And Spotify for Podcasters made it happen. They made it easy, they made it quick, and I am doing something that I love. What more can I ask for? So if you're interested in starting your own show, you can do it, and I highly recommend you give this a try. Download the Spotify for Podcasters app or go to www.spotify.com/podcasters to get started. Hey, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to another episode of Everything Kratom, the podcast about anything and everything Kratom. Checking out the Discord last night, I loved seeing people make fun of how I used to say Kratom. I used to say Kratom. I've turned a new leaf, everyone. Don't worry. I have found the correct pronunciation. Took me some time, but I got there. Good to have you with us. This is going to be a short one today. I've got some meetings for work coming up, so I don't have much time to put this one together. But as I've promised with this podcast, I want to put at least a little bit of something out every day. So although this will be a short one, I hope you still enjoy it, because this is kind of like a sneak preview of some things that we're going to be doing later on, either this week or later this month. But just some things that are exciting that I wanted to share with you. So let's hop into it. So the first thing that I wanted to bring up is that you know what? Before I even get into that, drum roll, please. Before I get into that, just wanted to let you know, I also saw in the Discord last night, someone was asking what vendor, I've used for my Kratom in the past. And I just realized, oh, wow, yeah, I haven't mentioned that. So for the past year or so, or a couple years, I've been using Mood and Mind. Mood and Mind is pretty great. They have coupons all the time, which is awesome. I'm trying to remember what the deals are. I know that you can always get 5% off, which is really great. But you can also get like 20% off $200 order, 30% off $300 order or more. So they're pretty consistent with their coupons. They always send free samples based on your order history and what they think you'd be into, but they try and send you something new, which I just love, because that's how I've discovered a lot of different things. But they're moodandmind.com. I have no affiliation with them. I don't have a sponsorship with them. My views are not reflected by them. Just putting that out there. But I've found them to be very reliable. They ship pretty quickly. Usually within 3 days of my order, I have it. And so I've found them to be pretty great. But anyway, so I thought I'd throw that out there. So looking ahead, there are a couple things that I'm excited about. One thing is that I'm working on getting connected with the largest Kratom farm operating in the United States. I don't know anything about these guys, but I want to learn everything about these guys. And they seemed like they were open to talking with me about it. So I want to try and reach out to them, connect with them. We've had a little bit of communication, but I'm hoping to have a great talk with the largest Kratom farm in the U.S. And stay tuned for more details on that. The second thing is I also want to let you know to stay tuned for a conversation that I'm hoping to have with a company in California coming up. We'll wait to see. It's more of just sorting out the details now. But what I'm hoping is, so I won't release their name yet, but once I have that confirmed, if I do get that confirmed, I'll let you know. But they're a really unique and cool company out west. selling Kratom and some other things. And I think that they have a pretty interesting and unique model that everyone will find fascinating. They have a connection to growers from the countries that they're sourcing their Kratom from. And that's always a good thing. You don't find that with every vendor. So they're boots on the ground. They care about their customers. It seems like a great model. Looking forward to talking with them about that. And then finally, something that I wanted to let you know is that this Friday, my man Tristan and we're having him back for another conversation. And it's going to be a bit open, I think. But from what I can tell, we're going to be talking a bit about, the abuse potential of Kratom and maybe some of the potential negatives of it, as well as positives, as always. But want this to, I've always wanted this to be a well-rounded show. And although my last episode, I was kind of bashing the lack of research on Kratom, I do, take into account the fact that there are negatives, and I certainly am not blind to it. So I'm looking forward to that conversation with Tristan. You should definitely stick around for that one. That's coming up this Friday afternoon. So sorry, guys, this is a bit of a quick one today, but I really, I got to get back to my job. So I hope that you'll stay tuned and you'll tune back in later this week. Hopefully lining up some really interesting conversations and interesting content. So stay tuned. And thanks so much for listening. We've got over 160 listeners strong now. We tend to be growing by about 10, 20, 30 people a day, which is just, super awesome. So thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it. And I'm glad that this is something that you're finding, interesting, an interesting aspect of your day. So thanks so much. And link to the Discord's in the description. And if you feel like sending over 99 cents to support this podcast, please do. That's in the description as well. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Talk to you later.